So I just wanted to give you guys an update on where I'm at right now in my integration healing journey. And today is September 8th of 2023. And I can officially say I feel whole. Like, I feel like myself again. I'm even better than how I was when I thought like I was kept asking, like, just waiting, like I just want to be the Marie that is just like on her stuff. Like, she is thriving. She's giving you that sun card energy, like just vibrating so high and like just on it, like yes, yes, yes. Like, I've been like praying for that, waiting for that, desiring that, and looking in the past me like, how can I be her again? It's like, no, I'm her now, but I'm also better than I'll ever have been. Like, I'm more than what I was. And I'm just very grateful and blessed now that I can sit back and reflect, because I have, like, this whole year I felt very lost. I felt insecure in my voice, insecure in my presence, insecure in insecure in like my social skills, and just like really lost and broken, to be quite honest. And it wasn't like a depression, like I wasn't necessarily like sad, like I wasn't beating myself down or just like why my life is so horrible. Like, no, I could like, okay, I see where I'm at. I don't like where I'm at, but that's okay. But it was more like an internal soulful hurt, a soulful healing that has occurred these last 9 months, to get me to where I am. And just actually being myself and watching me grow and evolve and see like how my mindset shift. Like, I'm a person who is very critical of myself. Like there's nothing that you can't say that I've already thought of about myself, because I'm very much like, I don't like that. Like, I'm the one that's gonna judge me more than anybody else. So it, and the shift that I've given myself, when I say shift, like my mindset shift, like how I think about myself, instead of like continue to beat myself down and point out all the things that I quote unquote done wrong, or like I hate how I showed up this way or that way. I've now experienced a mindset shift to where I can, instead of like beat myself about it, I can just like hold space for myself. Like, wow, this is how we're feeling. What does that tell you about yourself? Like, do you want to change this? Is this okay? Or even not even trying to offer myself a solution, just really just like, let me just sit with how I'm feeling. Let me just sit with the fact that I'm triggered right now. Let me just sit with this insecurity. Let me just sit with this mirror that I'm seeing of myself right now. And let me just hold space for her. And honestly, this year, I'm so grateful that I held space for myself to become, to be more expressive, to release my emotions. And through that, like, honestly, just holding space for myself. Like, okay, this is how we feeling. All right, Marie, let's feel that. Or what do you want to do about that? Or how can I love you more? Or what can I do for you to make you feel better? Right? And it's even like, it's like when I say it's been internal healing, but also just a different type of intimacy with divine that I've been experiencing, because I haven't like, my faith is being strengthened, but also there hasn't been a physical change for me to be like, oh yeah, like, okay, like, all right, we working. Like, no, I can actually see the change within myself before any physical blessings occur in my future, which I know it will be. But obtaining this security and obtaining this foundation in my spirit, I guess, my foundation, myself, becoming more secure in myself, in my skin, and really, honestly, self-acceptance. Like, accepting how I am, like accepting that this is my authentic self right now, and that's okay. Like, sure, I might want to work on something, but this is who I am today, and like it or not, I love myself. So let me make sure I let you know that I love you. And if there's something that I see, or there's something that I notice that I can do better for you, I'm going to do it for you because you deserve it. Not only accepting where I'm at and like how I show up, but also accepting like, okay, this is what I like, or this is what I'm interested in, and like, oh, I could talk about it because that's what the hell I want to talk about, and that's okay. Because like, if you're watching this, and you understand what I'm saying, it's a different world outside. Like, some things is just, it just doesn't interest me. I think it's not saying like I'm better than anybody or anything. It's just too ignorant, or it's like it's irrelevant. Like, I really don't care. Like, there's bigger things to talk about. Like, there's bigger problems in the world, there's bigger things to look at, and I don't want to talk about that. Or like, I don't want to sit here and complain about that right now. Like, what we doing to fix it, or what you doing to fix it, or like, like, how can we move forward from this? Let's not sit in that negativity. So even accepting that I don't like the same things that people my age like, or not even just my age, of like, I'm interested in certain things, and that's okay. And even just accepting certain things about myself. Like, I'm actually a very sexual person, and working on like debunking the feeling of like being cursed as a woman, that whole thing of like being over so sexualized in society, but also being damned as a woman that's like causing these men temptation, and like also like, oh, you need to be a pure virgin, and like purity. So that whole thing of society has got us like that is having me like accept, like, nah, this is me, like, and that's okay for it to be me. And just because society or even a religion is like saying no, 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 that's just not how I feel, because I'm like, because that's not me, that's not me. Why am I denying my body? Why am I ignoring how I feel? Why am I ignoring who I am? Like, there's balance in everything, but it's also like, we are these primal beings, and as a woman, we're the only creatures with a specific organ dedicated to pleasure. So really just obtaining that awareness of being able to actually see myself, and the good, the bad, the ugly, the whatever you want to call it, the vulnerability, the honesty, the rawness of my emotions, the rawness of my growth. Like, where I'm at right now, I'm so grateful to just see how far I've come, because I know how low I was. Like, I was like, I'm not going to get to that, but just like, I was very low. And to just see like, oh, okay, I'm here now. Like, I made it. I'm even better than what I was. I am stronger than what I was. And I've also obtained peace. Like, when I say about my mindset shift of like, oh, what can I do to help you? How can I nurture you? How can I hold space for you? Like, that shift in my mind, my thought process, instead of like continue to tear myself down, it's like, let me build you up. And even if building you up is not forcing you to do more, it's just being, then that's what it is. And being able to hold space for myself in that way, I've been able to gain more internal peace. And everybody say, yeah, peace, like, protect your peace. And like, I'm grateful. Like, if y'all know me, I am a homebody. I'm really in my bubble. Not a lot of people have access to me. So it's not even like a lot of people just say, okay, well, you need to make sure you cut out these people or whatnot. And totally, I agree. But as for me, I don't really have those concerns because it's like, it's just me. And I had to fight it for me, I guess. I had to be better for myself. I had to think better for me to really have peace and obtain peace, because there was a point where I was giving myself a headache, like overthinking so much or just tearing myself down. And it's just like, wait, what are we doing? Like, why are we doing that? Like, I thought, self-love, you're amazing. We've evolved past that. What are we doing? And once I stopped paying attention to that voice got smaller and smaller and smaller. And I'm not saying that it ain't there sometimes, but it's at a point where I'm just like, nah, I'm not even about to do that. Or no, I'm not about to sit in that negativity. I'm not about to complain. I'm not about to worry. I'm not about to sit in fear. I'm not doing any of that because it's irrelevant. Like, and I say it's irrelevant because when I sit here right now and I tell you that I'm whole, and to watch where I've come from, I just like, yeah, life happens. It goes in waves. I accept that. Life is never going to be perfect. But guess what? I'm going to make it through regardless. So why stress about it? Why discombobulate my internal process, my internal body, But yeah, I hope that made sense a little bit. I just wanted to speak on my journey of becoming whole. And when I say whole, even just realizing what does being whole mean. Whole doesn't mean just being this good person, like, oh, she's an angel. It's like, no, like being whole is being my authentic self, being me, showing up as me, saying what I want to say, or even liking what I like and feeling comfortable and speaking on the topics that I care about. But like heavy on the self-acceptance, if I can retweet it again, is really self-acceptance. Becoming whole, I became whole by accepting myself, by seeing myself, holding space for myself, and discerning what I want for myself by me, not anybody else. Like, I'm not even worried about the outsiders. I'll work on my boundaries and my throat and all that when it gets to that. But right now, my internal peace is my top priority. So that's where I'm at now. What does intentional looks like for me? How can I be more intentional? And how can I be more present? Because when I start thinking of the future, or I start thinking of the past, not saying like it's a bad thing to think of that, because like it's necessary. That's how you heal. That's how you grow. That's how you know where you're going. But sitting in it, it's a no for me. So I'm just grateful to really just be like, I'm happy where I'm at right now in this moment. And if I'm not happy, I have joy in this moment, because happy is temporary, but you can't take my joy away from me no matter what's going on. And I'm honoring my emotions. So if I'm down for the day or the week, that's okay. Let me honor that, but let me also move with intention so I don't be stuck in it at the same time. So that's my whole thing on becoming whole again. I'm very excited to see what this month has in store for me, and really what I do for myself, because this month is really me focusing on like, I need a schedule, I need you sharp, I want you on it. And that's really what I want for myself. I want to see me like, dang, you that disciplined, like, okay, like I see you. So that's it. Thank you for listening, and yeah, like, comment, subscribe. Definitely would love to hear anybody if you can relate. If you're at any of those stages, let me know. I would love to talk, and I hope you have a beautiful day.